Hey future people, it's FonyX, and we're heading back into the world of conspiracy and corporate intrigue. Today of Deus Ex Human Revolution. And let's get right into the action.
I told Farida to put us down on a roof. I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
Fine. As long as she pulls you out the minute I'm gone. So what am I looking at here? Who are these guys?
Pro-human purists, or so they say. The same purists who've been firebombing limb clinics all over the country.
You buy that?
Nah, I don't think it's a coincidence they hit us today, only hours after we moved the Typhoon in for assembly line factory.
The Typhoon? Megan's team was testing it the day that bastard... Who's on point for these guys?
Adam, I know you and Megan were once...
Who is on point for these guys?
Goes by the name of Sanders. That's him, there. He's an augmented, Adam. So he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
Alright, so how do you want me to handle this?
First priority is the Typhoon. I'm keeping SWAT out until you've secured it. As far as rules of engagement go, I'll defer to you. Lethal or non-lethal?
I'm not looking to start a firefight in there, just neutralize them.
Okay. But just make sure those bastards don't wake up and warn their friends. You remember what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways. But the labs themselves are pretty open. High ceilings. So, do you want something you can use from a distance? Or up close?
In this case, I always choose a tranquil
Give me
rifle.
something with distance. If I get too close, I'll take them out personally.
For that reason.
Just try not to break anything expensive. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs, but Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him running comms.
Terrific. Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority. We developed it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.
Gentlemen, prepare for landing.
Okay. By the way, if you throw this cardboard box at the cops, they try to murder you. It's a pretty disproportionate response. Police officers swatting away a fly just to like emphasize. There we go. For some reason I couldn't save out there.
Tell me you're the guy we've been twiddling our thumbs waiting for.
SI Security. Name's Jensen.
Jensen. Yeah. I thought I recognized you. Used to be on Team 2 till that Mexican town thing went down. I gotta say, you're the last person I pictured taking orders from a CEO.
Things change.
Not always for the better. Feel like getting in there and doing whatever it is your boss wants you to do? Because maybe then we can do our job.
We've got people inside. Any idea where I should look for them?
Yeah. Your plant manager, Josie Thorpe, managed to slip a call out before someone snatched her cell. She said the hostages are being held in an office near the assembly labs.
Makes sense. The workers were setting up for a production run, so they'd have been concentrated there.
You know more about that than I would. Anything else?
You look pretty dug in up here. What's the react team plan?
We got Alpha as point and Bravo as wing, both standing by to breach the target. We're coordinating from here, but until your boss gives us the go-ahead, we're just holding our dicks.
Realistically, how much time do I have before any shooting starts?
According to protocol, none. According to your lawyers, the sooner you get in there, the sooner we can hose this powder keg down and call it a day.
Intel on these purists. How much you got?
How much you want?
Oh god.
They communicate any demands yet?
Not yet, but I get the feeling they're not that organized. Most of the guys I've seen look like street bangers and thugs. The kind who get their jollies trashing equipment. You ask me, it's the man in charge you have to worry about.
How many am I looking at down there?
Hard to say. We've spotted 3 in the courtyard, maybe half a dozen inside. But that's a sketchy estimate at best, since we seem to be getting a loop playback off your intellicams.
That shouldn't be possible. I told Sarif to make sure Pritchard overhauled the system.
Well, someone inside must be tech savvy, because all we're seeing is a loop. For all we know, there could be 5, 10, or 3 dozen perps in there.
The leader's name is Sanders, right? What's his story?
Zeke Sanders. We're running background on him now. Looks like he fought 2 tours in the Gulf. One of them on a recycled military bill.
You mean he's augmented? Sarif told me he's not.
He used to be augmented. Says his augs made him do evil shit, so he ripped him out. Now he's got a whole crew of gullible street kids listening to his crap and ready to die for him. Or kill.
I think I've heard enough.
You sure? Wouldn't want to make your boss unhappy.
I got it from here. Sit tight. Wait for Sarif's signal.
Like we got a choice.
About fucking time. You know there are hospitals there, right?
Yeah, there are hostages in there.
Jensen, it's me, Pritchard. Where are you?
On a roof overlooking the plant.
Good. Your point of entry should be through shipping and receiving.
Should be, Francis. The hell does that mean?
We have an employee entrance there, heavily guarded by purists, no doubt. So, if you're not a fan of the frontal assault, I suppose you could try accessing the building's roof.
I was just thinking really hard of throwing a cardboard box at those police officers.
Yeah, everything seems under control. No sign of swine. No sign of anyone.
This game has a weird system where if you pick up a weapon when you already have one, it'll turn into ammo. Okay, and what I'm gonna do to get maximum experience is climb up on the roof. Yeah, the next stage of refresh. Ah, the sun. Actually, no, it's not. Oh, wait. Okay, then there's all this electricity. Oh, if only there's a way through. Alright. There's a quartz up here. Problem is if I take them out from up here.
Richard, I'm in.
Nicely done, Jensen. May I ask how?
A vent on the roof. It'll be in my report next time we discuss security loopholes.
Oh, goody. I'll be sure to take notes. The Typhoon is in the factoring labs. There's an elevator just past the assembly labs that will take you to it.
Got it.
So, at least the way the building is designed. You rescue the hostages first, so... It's lucky for the hostages. okay. I was hoping that would not kill me, but alas. I'll just skip the fire this time. Okay, there's 3 down there. Oh no, there's 3 over. 1 there, 1 there. If I throw his corpse, he could die and then I would not get pacifist, which is something that would be unfortunate. Okay. Shit. Not enough energy. Okay, the trick was just to wait a bit. Also, this guy apparently just patrols around in a square. I don't know about that other guy, but I think he's just been standing there the whole time. I think he's having a smoke or something. It says do not destroy on those boxes, but if you throw them, they like take enough damage that they're destroyed. Did I forget to check in here? Yeah, I did. Let that happen again. If you're walking crouched, you basically just can't be heard. If you do non-lethal takedowns, you also gain more experience, by the way. So that's a good reason to do non-lethal takedowns. But if you actually want to kill them, you need to shoot them in the head. You can just shoot them in the head after you do that. Okay, there's 2 people patrolling nearby. One person over there. Even though that guy was carrying a 10mm pistol, he had stun gun darts. Okay, I'm gonna go in this room while that guy's out patrolling. Thought that, yeah. Oh yeah. God, this is where your stuff fills up. I should keep one weapon for fighting off resist machine. We have priority first. Reject the metal. Embrace yourself. Lies are made of steel. This truth is flesh and blood. Are you tired of seeing half-human cyborgs taking jobs and opportunities from good people? Are you sick of colleagues who mutilate and debase themselves? Live with that understanding the human choice is impossible without first experiencing the human body's limitations. Physical limitations are what make us human. We should not strive to be anything else. Attempting to improve the human condition through biological modification only diverts attention and resources from social solutions that could do the same without changing the fundamental nature of people. This is not how they would word it if they really disagreed with it, I think. We believe that any deliberate attempt to change a human body is ethically and morally wrong. Purity First cannot be smashed, it cannot be effectively infiltrated, and it cannot be stopped. You, each and every one of you, are Purity First. Line down. Phil, I've got more problems with the line in 9F. The rig is down and we need someone to look ASAP. I don't want to be the one who to hold up production. It'll be on my head on the chopping block if this isn't fixed yesterday. This is news to me. Oh, okay. Troy, we need copper wire. Stat. Don't know where your guy was this morning, but we never got the shipment. This is news to me. It should have been Moody. I'll talk to him later. We'll send a guy over with the copper. Should be half hour max. Oh, it's for Bethine Margolius. Or Margoli. Management realizes that you all have been working long hours in the drive to fulfill recent military contracts. We recognize your increased efforts and we thank you for your unswerving dedication to getting the job done efficiently and with pride. The current increase in the workload will last 2 more weeks. On behalf of Sarif Industries, we thank you for your patience and dedication. I like how the Purity First propaganda doesn't give you a... Oh, this is a different one than Sarif Industries. Can the Motor City rise again? Perhaps more than any other place. Detroit embodies the change America has gone through over the past 2 decades. Devastated by the first the demise of the auto industry, and then by the global oil crash of 2015. This former heart of American enterprise has lost many of its once proud neighborhoods to decay, poverty, and crime. Still, there is hope. In 2007, the augmentation engine developers Sarif Industry made Detroit its corporate headquarters, converting a defunct automotive plant into a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility. David Sarif, the CEO of the firm, adamantly believes that Detroit can become a beacon city where capital investment and urban renewal are set a standard for the whole country. Says Sarif, human enhancement technology will lead to mankind to a brighter future and Detroit with it. Taiyang Medical continues global expansion. Shanghai-based Taiyang Medical Corporation increased its market share to by 7.3 last week, thanks to acquisition of the human. That's quite a lot. Human modification specialist, Laredo Manufacturing PCL of Chile. The company now owns and operates plants in 15 countries nationwide, or worldwide, probably. If it was nationwide, it's like, wait, but the world isn't one nation. Guess I'll just not pick up ammo for things. I'll keep 10mm ammo, I guess. Okay. I can see where he is on my minimap, I must remember. Maybe I should have hidden behind that concrete pillar when he was far away. Actually, I'll take the assault rifle, because the silenced assault rifle is what I use to kill robots later. Any other kind of ammo I have? Oh, not revolver. I like revolvers, but I don't think doesn't come with like a silencer, so I can't. Ugh. I'm like nervous or something. And look, it's gonna be sideways again. Whoa, man. Okay. Okay, there's two people facing each other. One person patrolling. Oh yeah, I should save. That person over there's got their head in a box. Oh yeah, I should loot this person. And then I'll go up to the top floor. Oh, so far I've gotten... He was having like a conversation with someone, it sounded like. I just need to wait till my energy goes up. I'll check. That guy's dead. Those are important. They instantly heal one, or not heal, recover. They instantly recover 1 bar of energy. And then there's 2 ways to proceed. Oh, actually, I think there's 3 ways. There's this door, this door, and then where I actually want to go. Not down to Kokomo. Over the river and through the woods. That was the stupidest thing ever I've done. It's probably just a ladder. Yeah, it's right there. The thought just occurred to me there could be items under like any box.
Anybody see D-Rad?
Probably smoking a cigarette. Why?
He shouldn't be wandering off like that. Zeke wants us all on full alert.
What for? Popos ain't coming in here. Not while we's holding our cars.
No shit. You see Zeke when that Hansel ever sneaked us? Never seen no one twitch that fast. He's gonna get us out of this.
Not if those popos catch us blazing. So split up.
The popos. Nobody's there.
Jensen, I just tried to unlock the assembly lab door, but my override codes aren't working. Someone's changed the protocols.
What? Didn't you plug the...
I'm on it. But until I find this particular breach and fix it, you'll have to hack the door manually. Pritchard out.
Never mind, man. It was nothing. Yo. I saw something move.
All right. Nice. That's where I keep my stun gun guards too in my locker at work. There's another place you could exit. If you didn't feel like doing it the... That guy's just daydreaming, staring at, like, an empty wall. Oh no, I can't pick up the whiskey. Yeah, it's the same one. I think beer gives you health. You can examine stuff. Game up to 5 maximum health. Here's the book. The Sweetbogging World. Wake up! A fortress of lies is hidden in the heart of America. It has many names. Dreamland, Groom Lake, Area 51, Magique. For decades, this clandestine military facility has been declared a non-place. It does not exist. What transpires beneath the desert sands there is isolated from the oversight of any kind. They will not open it. They must be forced. Lethal military technologies are unleashed on a daily basis. Biological weapons research, exotic power systems, synthetic intelligences, use of electric devices, and the objects of paranormal and/or xenoterrestrial origin. This place is protected by killers and assassins, by paid lackeys and turncoat politicians. It is shrouded in lies and deceit. There is no one to stop the mad scientists from tampering with forces beyond their understanding. Every day this black zone remains intact. We are threatened by the uncontrolled experimentation taken there. What are they hiding? There's like a conspiracy newspaper. Okay. When he said his security protocols weren't working, it was basically just a game saying you're gonna have to hack sometimes. Usually they make it possible even if you don't have more than one hacking. You don't get anything for just random notes like this. It's a disguised loading screen, otherwise known as a decontamination chamber.
Jesus Christ, you killed him, man! He asked for it. Kept calling me a big... No way, no way! I am not going to prison for this! Hate to tell you this, Trev, but once that bomb goes off, this guy won't be the last skinner in here who buys it. Shut up, J-Ro. Trevor, you gotta calm down. Help me find something to cover him up with. I'm telling you, man, these handler lovers deserve what's coming to them.
It's a good thing I explored around and found out that there was a vent there. You hurry.
Out of here!
Hurry!
Oh, just stand there!
Where's the bomb squad?
Save us!
Hurry!
Just stand there!
Where's the bomb squad?
Get us out of here!
Hurry!
Access granted. Automated dispersal device deactivated.
It's over.
Countdown terminated. Have a nice day.
How do they know it's
Richard,
over?
get word to Sarif. I found the hostages.
I'm relaying good news, I hope.
They're safe, and they're staying put. SWAT will have to exfil them as soon as I've got the prototype.
I'll tell Sarif, but don't take too long.
I know you don't want us running around the place until everything is secured, so why don't you go ahead and do that so we can get out of here?
Thank God you showed up. I don't think they were gonna let us go.
Listen up. I need you all to stay calm, keep your voices down, and wait here for SWAT. The plant's not clear yet.
Not clear, but those terrorists, they've got my wife.
Your wife?
She's the manager here. Josie Thorpe. They said they needed her to open the administration building. They were looking for evidence of some kind. Please, I haven't seen her since. You have to find her.
I'll do my best. But right now, I need you all to stay here and wait for the police. Can you do that?
Yes, of course. But please, hurry.
You said they were looking for evidence? What kind of evidence?
I don't know. They're purists. They think the body is sacred and shouldn't be tampered with. They probably want something that will implicate us in moral wrongdoings.
Did they know about the typhoon?
It's a top secret contract. How could they? And we only moved it in a few hours ago. Please, I don't think they expected anyone would be working today. And now that they're backed into a corner, you have to find my wife, please.
Your wife's name is Please? No, just kidding. Her name is Josie Thorpe. We should just drop these. I didn't realize it only stacked up to 20. That's kind of sad. Okay, there's 3 in here. If I don't take them all down, I don't get the maximum experience. So, oh, there's 4. One there, 4 there. 3 there. No, I didn't see anything. Oh, shoot. I know what to do. If I run up there, here they hear me.
trouble. You gonna die, Slick.
They called me Slick. Okay, this time I just jumped over. I guess I don't need to pause the recording.
Who's over there?
Normally if they get close enough, you just when you pressing Q, it just takes them down as soon as they get close enough, not you get close enough.
Who's over there? I'm good. Now get him.
How did they see me?
I see you, bro. I'm good. I see you, bro.
Oh, not enough energy. And it recovers slower than I guessed. I guess. Darn.
I'm trying to get you, dog.
Okay, I forgot. There's some clever ways to get around enemies. Like noticing you and still getting the ghost bonus. And still get the ghost bonus. See, he'll come to where the object was thrown from. So you can kind of just take him out away from everybody. And also, where you grab enemies from will affect, like, where their bodies land. So you can use that to save a bit of time. See, so that guy will just come over here.
Yo, if you're here.
Almost running out of objects to throw, I think. When there's just one enemy on the floor, like, I'll just be able to kind of go stalk them, and, like, no one else will be able to see me. As long as they don't see me, like, over the counter like that fucking guy did. Why'd that guy go all the way over there?
Hearing things, seeing things, and I gotta lay off the hard stuff.
I gotta lay off the hard stuff. He sounds like a total... I don't know. That's kind of like a dorky way. You'd think, like, I'm not totally convinced, I guess. Okay, well, I could go take him out the way I was doing it before. It'll be easier to get around it, because that guy's rummaging through stuff, so he'll be really easy to avoid his cone of vision. Wait, was it giving me a takedown? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Indicator from all the way over there? I should have pressed it to see what happened. Fuck. Actually, I can just load it. No, it was that. Yeah, and I forgot, I thought you lost 40% experience when you used your thing, but it's only 20%. And as long as I'm doing as many double takedowns as possible, it should make up for it. For, like, losing 10. I was gonna say, oh shit, that guy's down. He's gonna see the body, but that's the body he created. Yeah, okay, that's the way to the next area. There's, I think that guy was walking towards a side room that has some loot. Oh no, it's just all this junk over here. I'm just looking around while my energy recharges. Oh yeah, meeting room. Oh, meeting room. I think that's where I need to. Or there's also a door there, a storage room. That's the side room with it, and the meeting room is the alternate entrance. Like there's a side, or not a side room, a different way to get in. That involves like an admin room. So I'll go into the storage room first because I don't think... Oh, actually there's one guy in there. I literally see him on my radar. Oh, fuck. I'd get rid of these remote detonate explosive devices, but I remember I did that in my quick dry run I did. I got rid of 2 of them, and they sold for so much. Like... Okay, I'm almost in this frame of vision. Shotgun cartridges, concussion grenades. Fuck. There'll be lots more painkillers. Oh yeah, does that guy's body have like money or anything? Yeah, that's why I decided to have that instead of ammo for my SWAT. Okay, so that's everybody in this room. And then so I'll go to the admin room over here. Oh no, this is actually the alternate entrance to the next area. Yeah, I was gonna say, why do I feel like I'm going backwards or forwards? No, I was actually just... Yeah, remember I said cleverly disguised loading screen. Anyway, yeah, here's a room with 3 people. Guess I was wrong about what it was for and what it...
We've got a little surprise for you in here. You reporters make sure you get all of this. Tell the world.
That guy's too involved in what he's doing.
When you see what we find in here, then you'll know. You'll all finally listen. Fight back, all you true humans out there. Fight back. the hands just take everything from you.
Oh, that's a turret. I think this turret isn't even active.
Fucking blue boys, go ahead. Just try something.
Oh yeah, when you're standing up, you do different ones, I think. No way, it's the same ones. There we go. Also, if you do it this way, it makes the cops happy because they're like, oh, you were gonna just come in and sneak up and not kill them all. Like, there's a chance we could have killed some of these guys. Okay. Pritchard, temporary disruption of service. Services are now being restored. Important. There seems to be a network problem which is preventing us from accessing external resources. We are investigating the breakage and we'll let you know as soon as services have been restored. The IT department. And this isn't dated. Names and numbers. Sam, can you give me the names and employee numbers for everyone working this weekend? We'll have to generate new security passcodes for all volunteers. HQ wants us to keep a tight lid on this one. Jay. I just forgot there's 3 guys there. I loaded a previous save to see if I missed out on a bonus. Ah, I see. Fuck. It's actually worse in the obvious door. Or maybe it is because you're supposed to, like, it's supposed to be like the stealth way of doing it. You get kind of punished for not bothering to stop all the people. Yeah, I'll just do it pass for loot. Man, the developers said, I don't know why everybody's so messy in this game, and now that they've mentioned it, I'm, like, noticing it everywhere. That's the only thing I found. A concussion grenade in the other room was good. Like, this door is harder to access. The only annoying thing I remember is you gotta worry about when this guy... Oh, fuck. Actually, you know what I should do? I'm gonna go walk through again with the director's commentary on. We can listen to it and just chill a bit, I guess. Okay, these French people have a lot to say. So I'm gonna do a thing where I watch the cinematics with commentary, and then we can watch the cinematic without commentary, and I'll just tell you what they say in the commentary, because they are so freaking verbose. They love to hear themselves talk, and I'll just I'll try to talk about the commentary. Also, and put a thing to skip it so you can still get an idea. That's a tutorial. I was looking for the commentary.
So this is pretty funny. You guys have probably noticed already, or will notice, there's paint buckets lying around the entire game, and they're all kind of empty.
All over the place.
All over the place. Gold. Yeah, and they're all empty yellow or gold paint, if you want. And the joke behind that is because there's so much yellow, gold, and orange in the game.
Black and gold.
With the black and gold, obviously the 50% of the black and gold. Is the joke is that it's actually people in the world who actually, took up, paint buckets of yellow paints and painted the world that way. So it just became a little inside joke, and we started putting these buckets all over the place.
So now you know how the black and gold was made in the
first place. It is not from us. It is from very, very advanced AI that started painting the game to their liking. Really.
So as you continue playing the game, keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out.
How many there are.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, this map actually it symbolizes the revival of Detroit in some way. In some ways, when we look back at Detroit in the 20th century, it was one of the big cities for the car industry and everything. And in this manufacturing plant, actually, it's an old car factory that has been repurposed for Sarif Industries' needs and stuff. And for us, it was kind of using this kind of metaphor to say that reusing the old power of America of the 20th century and put it in the 21st century, but into the new field of technology that makes the city strong again. And as we were brainstorming for the different cities in the game, like Detroit, and we were wondering like why Detroit and why we would go.
I was one of those. I was
exactly,
like, why the hell would we go to Detroit? But then it ended up making a lot of sense.
It made a lot of sense because when you think about it in the history of America, it was like the Ford basically revolutionized the way that cars are made
Probably
in
even
Detroit
part of the economy
by introducing
itself,
the new
even.
factories and the new technologies and stuff. So why not, when the industry fades, would someone else with a new technology come over and take it over and take over those old plants and basically recycle?
Yeah, we're actually saying that Sarif did it on purpose,
Yes.
right? That he chose to refurbish, we say, right? Refurbish these factories as a symbolic move, right? It was purposeful on his part. I think it was a really good idea.
And last week I was we're in November as we were recording it. Last week I was reading in the
November
newspaper
2012. Yeah.
Yes, a newspaper story about Detroit that was being revived.
Being stealthy hinges on sight and sound. Crouching down will it?
Yeah, revitalized through different new companies and the.
Oh god, they talk so much, and you can't get another commentary until they're done talking, so that's why I basically can't do anything. I'll just look around for loot and, like, take a moment to wet my whistle and everything. And put a skip tag, I guess.
Downtown, it's becoming more and more interesting. It has nothing to do with biotech corporations,
But
though,
it's still the
it's
same
coming
idea.
back. Yeah, exactly. So now we're entering into the hangar shipping zone of the manufacturing plant, and now we can have a look at the Purity First terrorists. Actually, when they were born, when they were designed, they were looking more like medieval knights. And then we kind of felt that it was not totally in line with what a group of terrorists would be, like, especially against augmentations, against everything. And in terms of the visual storytelling of them, it was kind of not doing exactly what we wanted.
Right. Well, I think the original designs, right, Joe, came out of the idea of the Cyber Renaissance and the Templars and who represented what?
Yeah, they were. Well, the idea was that we had. We had two contrasts, right? The augmented people, the transhumanist side was with the cyber renaissance, and the people that were against it was kind of like the Dark Ages before the Renaissance. It was more like feudal, it was more medieval. And we said, well, the way that I saw it was that these guys were against augmentation, so they weren't augmented, and they had to fight against people that were a lot stronger, a lot faster and everything than them because they were augmented. So my idea was that to make them super armored, crazy ass big weapons, because they needed to, with military hardware technology, compensate for that. And my early designs were like these, like, really basically walking tanks. And then Jeff comes up to me one day and he's like, well, these are like grassroots terrorists and whatnot, and he's like, this would make no sense. And this is one of the few times where me and Jeff kind of like headbutted, because I really like that, because we usually always on the same page. I was like, nah man, these designs are way too fucking awesome, but then it actually made sense, the grassroots and everything, so we made them look like cheap bastards basically,
and that's how they are born.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god. Now I want to see the Deus Ex where there's knights fighting augmented people. Oh god, the hacking tutorial is going to be even worse. It's like jumping and sprinting are louder. You don't say, they kind of made it obvious just from the bump, bump. I knew I couldn't pick it up. I'm just wishing. Yeah, there's 2 computers here. I checked both of them, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. Final push on contract 2027001. As you know, we are nearing the final stages of production for the Typhoon system. First, I'd like to thank you all for your hard work and dedication over the past weeks. Everyone should be proud to successfully meet the rapid approaching deadline. We must make one final push. To do this, we need all to increase production, running the plant on a 24/7 schedule. This means assembling a production staff for the next 2 weekends. If you are interested in working on one or both weekend shifts, please sign up at my office. If you choose to work, you will be compensated accordingly. Josie Thorpe. Overtime. You didn't. I know we can use the extra money, but I go to Mom and Dad's without you again. You know, Dad is just going to ask why you're putting in so many hours at Area 51. He refuses to see the work you do as good. Can't we discuss this, please? Hey, Trish. Gonna have to work again this weekend. We have an important rush job on Monday that need the line set up before then. Now, before you say anything, remember, it's time and a half, and you know we need the cash. You didn't. I think that's not what I said. But she's like, you didn't! I don't know. Quality standards. Hello, all. We have all been working extra hard to deliver on some large contracts. As we push our production quotas, I would like to remind employees that we all need to take the necessary steps to ensure quality and safety in the workplace. 1-hour seminars are being arranged in all sectors to review the new AISO 23000 manufacturing standards and look at any issues you might have or the maintenance of those guidelines. Your sector manager will contact each one of you to arrange time that works for everyone. We have the utmost confidence that you will work in the work you are doing. We urge you to attend these seminars as a means to ensure that we continue to innovate and strive for the quality that Sarif is known for. Greg Grepthorpe. God. Yeah. I don't have... You can get a strength augment that makes you able to lift those heavy things. Oh, here we go. I think.
So here we're entering deeper into the manufacturing plant, and people need to know that it's probably one of the oldest map that we did, and before having final AI, before really fully understanding the sectorization of the map areas, to really take advantage of the systems we had instead of showing off the limits of the systems we had. And since we had tons to do and many maps, we couldn't really revisit this map the way we would have loved to. And this is why it's probably one of the maps that showcase the limitations of our AIs the most. That's why you see in this map like some AIs that are going to a door frame and they stop there, they don't cross over to try to get you and everything. It's because the sectorization back in the day has been done and the map has been built with an AI that was not fully implemented, but when everything came together, we were like, oh, it shows the limit of the systems. We tried to hide it as much as possible with the guys like taking cover on the sides of the door, like pretending that they're just waiting there protecting themselves because you're dangerous, but
that's not really
that's not
because
really
you're
that.
augmented and they're not.
And for
sometimes it looked like that actually, but it's not what was going on really.
But in other maps that came later, now we had a better understanding of our systems. Therefore, we were able to build maps in such a way that those limitations wouldn't be that apparent.
Okay, I literally just finished exploiting their AI, so I understand where they're coming from there. Oh yeah, one more quick thing. I think I'll watch one for security systems. Hacking I didn't watch. It's just kind of... If I had to guess, I'd say up in the...
So this is a very interesting room. This is a room that that's very dear to me. It's one of the, early stuff that we designed for the game. This goes back to probably fall.
2008. Yeah.
No, this is like fall 2007. I think.
Are you sure? Oh,
yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it ended up being produced in
Yeah,
2008 for the game,
Yeah.
but I think if it's 2008, it's very early, like right after Christmas or something, right? And so we weren't really sure where we're going with the game at that point, or the locations, and all that kind of stuff. But we knew we had to do the tech demo, right? And this is what we did. And this room, obviously, and the concept art, the idea was it was a tech lab, it was a biotech lab. It's Thierry Doison, of his artist name, Baron Thierry, who did it. Superb concept art. And the idea on Deus Ex is that we wanted to make sure that the visual style was very consistent throughout the entire game, right? It was really homogeneous. And a good way to do this is you make sure that the style that's on the concept art is the style that you want in the game, that there's no like dual standard, you know what I mean? And then what the production artists see on the concept art, they need to reproduce it, I wouldn't say as is, but they need to make sure that the style is the same.
It needs to stay faithful.
It needs to stay very faithful, you know? And what was interesting is that when that room was first designed, sometimes we'd see, you know, an artist working at his desk, and we'd see what we thought or what we think was a wallpaper of the concept art, you know, on his computer, and then suddenly that wallpaper will start moving.
It was actually the 3D.
It was actually the 3D room. We're like, holy shit, this looks 100% like the concept art. Almost it was one of my first time in all of my in my entire career where I really saw this almost 1:1 ratio between concept art.
It was impressive.
It was very impressive.
And actually, it's the first part, the first press tour ever we did with journalists. That's the tech demo we showed.
That's the first thing we ever shown to the journalists, and they asked us, what the hell is this engine, like, because there was so much of a flavor.
There was a flavor,
we definitely didn't have the best of engines to do this game. I mean, it's a well-known fact, but because of that style that we put in it, a lot of people were really
made it very attractive
and special. Anyway, and we ended up, this is one of the few very, very early things that we kept and that we recycled, if you want, in the final game. And this is the room that we have here.
Okay, there's a whole bunch of other ones.
So here we're in front of the first conspiracy radio that is spread out through the entire game. And I can't remember how the idea came about, and Steve is going to talk about it. But I just remember Steve coming to me really excited about this idea and really wanted to push it in the game.
Yeah, well, when I get something in my hat, I'm usually pretty passionate about it. We were doing weekly reviews in one of our review rooms, and we were playing it. And what was really starting to bother me was that we needed to be pushing the conspiracy side of the game. It was very important. And at that time, we were using a lot of the NPCs and the city hubs that you would talk to, and it always felt kind of strange and a bit awkward to me that you would go up to a random person on the street and hit, you know, the talk button, and you would get some kind of line like, you know, isn't it strange that Tai Young Medical seems to be shipping supplies to Panchaea? And you're like, who says that on a random street when you go up and talk to somebody?
Yes, it was very difficult.
And it was very tough for the writers as well, because, you know, you're trying to make it sound natural, but yet... So anyway, I had this idea, and I mean, it's not an original idea, it's been done in other games, but we tried to put our own spin on it. We said, why don't we create a radio DJ his sole purpose in the game will be to push the conspiracy. And my inspiration was actually from the movie Eight-Legged Freaks, where they have the conspiracy DJ who lives in his little camper trailer out in the middle of nowhere. And I thought, this is awesome, because it'll cost us a radio for an object that can just be dumped anywhere in the map, and then we just go in the studio and record these long monologues, which the writers did have to write, but they did an amazing job on the writing. They studied Alex Jones and all kinds of conspiracy stuff, and I have to give Mary the credit for, I remember when we were talking about who we were going to cast, and she looks at me and she goes, well, what about Harry Sanjovsky, who was this amazing actor that we loved him so much and we wanted to try and fit him into the game somewhere, but every time we kind of cast him as a part, just by chance that part would kind of get scaled down or cut, and we would be left with this great actor that we couldn't put anywhere. So she gets the credit for the casting on that one, saying, what about him? And my eyes just lit up, and we didn't even cast, we just said, that's it,
Let's
it's
get
him
in there and do it.
And he was
amazing.
What an amazing job he did.
I think he did most of them in one take.
Yeah, he was just he just nailed it. He
And
really.
it's
was-
Andrew who wrote also the
Yes,
text, right?
Andrew, one of our freelance writers, wrote all.
Yeah, who's also doing very well right now is
Yes.
Anakin Slade.
Anakin
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So Anakin Slade, the hip hop artist, worked on this game, and he wrote almost, I think, all the pirate radio
Yeah,
DJ
all
stuff.
the pirate and most of the overheard conversations.
And I was just really happy. Again, it shows, credit to JF's game director skills that he was open to the idea and he let me build off of it because I was really happy when it went in.
Yeah,
and,
but I had the easy job. I just had to say yes.
yeah, but it was good too because after that, Mary's team could actually write lines for the city people that were more in line of what people would say, and we could actually dump all this conspiracy side onto the one DJ and let him push that whole thing. So it really worked out well in the end.
We got a lot of topics to cover today, so let's not waste any time. I want to talk to the people who work on the floors of the manufacturing plants of these biotech cores. Listen, I don't blame you. I don't hate you because you work at Isolay or Sarif Industries or wherever the fuck Inc. I know they don't tell you anything. You don't know anything. How are you supposed to know that this uncontrolled technology will be the death of us all? Nobody is asking your opinion on how these augs should be priced. David Sarif is not walking around the plant asking employees whether they should drop the prices so that the poor people of this world can have a fair shot. The limb clinic drug pushers aren't asking Joe and Bob in the knob polishing department whether they should find an alternative cure for transplant rejections or just keep pumping neuropathy into these hopeless bastards. My point is, followers, don't stand outside of biotech plants and start stoning the workers. Why? Because they are no different from you. You have been manipulated as much as they have. Let's band together and gun straight for the top. The Illuminati followers, the Council of Five, the Bilderbergs. These are the criminals. Problem is, we gotta find them first.
Oh god.
Well, this corridor
Looks
reminds
vaguely
me.
familiar.
Yeah, it reminds me of a company I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people when we design this, the way we design this was not inspired by what we're gonna say at all. But a lot of people came up to us and mentioned that there was a really big game studio here in Montreal that we're not gonna mention the name, but that most of us used to work there on the production of the SX Human Revolution. People would start coming up to us and say, "Hey, this kind of feels like it. This mix of this very old building, kind of lofty looking, the high ceilings, the wooden floor, the old wood brick walls, but mixed with new stuff, new technology, and it does look like that studio we're not gonna name." But it was quite funny because a lot of people just would come up to us and mention it. Yeah.
Finally, a short one. But it's still talking about something. It's like, I don't know. Okay, I'll go to the storage room. Be like, side rooms were really important to Deus Ex. It's like, okay, good. There's nothing here. Okay, yeah, the hostage room might have. Yep.
Rolling.
So we're in the hostage room in the manufacturing.
They couldn't even cut out the rolling? Come on, guys. Rolling. They probably didn't even hear all of their own commentaries. Because of the way it works. Like, I haven't heard all these commentaries because, you don't see the commentaries when they're playing, so I didn't even think about it when I played the game the first time.
Train plant where we have the bomb.
The bomb.
And what is interesting with this one is that there are many ways to defuse the bomb. When you get into the room now, it's booby trapped, so the doors are locking behind you, and now you have to figure it out.
And you have to hack, supposedly.
You can hack. You can also find
the
a code for it, but another way to solve it, and a lot of players didn't know that, but you can actually shoot the tank to the left and the tank to the right, and that's it, because there are kind of gas
the toxic,
into the
yeah,
toxic
the toxic
substance.
mix is when they mix together
Exactly.
in the base
but
of
if
the
they
bomb.
don't mix, there's no problem.
Yes, and I think there's actually, you can shoot the connector that causes them to mix. And I remember being in Los Angeles for one of the hands-on presentations with journalists the very first time that they got their hands to play on the game themselves. And I remember about, there may have been like 20, 30 reporters, and afterwards everyone was talking, and one of them said, I don't know if this was supposed to happen, but I just shot the bomb and it stopped. And everyone else was looking at him like, you're kidding. I'm like, well, you win the prize. You found the secret way.
Hey, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, you're in control of your own life. Okay, everybody, have a beautiful day, and I hope to see you in the future. Bye for now.